2021. Went off back-to-back big days, 4-1 or 4-0-1, depending on where you got the Indiana line yesterday. But solid day yesterday, and the followed up big day the day before. So we keep it rolling on Thursday, February 11th here. We got 4 free hoops plays for me, and then a play right off my consensus report. Also, of course, a deal on my best bet of the day. So as always, if you haven't done so, hit that thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, make sure you don't miss out on all that we do. But most importantly, to get us to keep doing these live things, put in the comments who you like. Be part of the conversation. Tell us who you like. Parlays, teasers, half, totals, whatever you like, or comment on what I have for the day or somebody else has. So make sure you get in on the action. Even if you're watching after the fact, make sure you get in on our conversation here at Facebook and at YouTube. All right, so we're going to kick it off here in the NBA. We're going to go to 2 teams that I think we both probably thought for the year maybe would end up in a different spot. Miami Heat at the Houston Rockets. I thought this Miami Heat team after last year's bubble would probably be the top 3 team in the East. Now they're 10-14 straight up, just 8-15-1 against the spread. And then Houston's not a whole lot better, 11-13. Of course, the James Harden, forcing the trade kind of put them in a bad spot, and 10-14 against the spread. So Heat are favored by 1.5 here, total of 216. The problem with this Houston team has been since John Wall went down with injury, man, this team has really, really, really struggled. So get the Miami Heat here at -1.5. I know the Miami Heat have not been good, but a lot of that was due to injuries earlier in the year. They're finally starting to get healthier. I like the Miami Heat here. Houston Rockets, until they show me something, until John Wall gets back to his former self, I think you have to fade Houston. So we're going to take the Miami Heat, 4.5 star play on the Miami Heat. All right, so as always, somebody in here is talking about my best 5-star bet. You can get that. Picksandparlays.net/Craig. You can get $25 off. The only way is if you go to that direct link, though. Picksandparlays.net/Craig. $14.99. My best bet is in college hoops today. So get that for just $14.99. The link is in the description at both Facebook and at YouTube. All right, so then we go to our second NBA play. And the Pacers did not look good last night. Pacers lost last night. Now they're in a back-to-back spot on the road to face the Pistons. Pacers are favored by 3, total 216.5. And somebody, I think in the comments the other day said the Detroit Pistons are the best, worst team I've ever seen. Because when you watch them, they have some nice players. But, man, they just have not been able to put wins together. But that does lead to covering a lot. They're 6-18 straight up, but 13-10-1 against the spread. So that tells you that they're in a lot of these games. They just can't figure out ways to win. But what I like in this game, if I was going to take a side, I'd probably take Detroit since Indiana's lost and is in a back-to-back tough spot on the road. But I like the under 216.5 here as a better play. I just think Indiana struggled to score last night. I think on the road they're going to struggle tonight. I think the under is the play in this one. And I think that one wins pretty easily. Four-star play here. And the reason why it's not a higher play is, man, sometimes when these teams are in the back-to-back, the defense doesn't show up at all. And then the other team can go nuts scoring. So that's a little bit of a worry here, but I still think the play is on the under 4-star play. All right, then we go to college hoops action, and there's not a ton of premier options. Like I said, I have one best bet winner, one 5-star play all day today. I don't have any of these other plays as 5-star plays, and that's over at picksandparlays.net/Craig, my college basketball game of the day, best bet of the day, just $14.99. That's $25 off the normal price. All right, Purdue at Minnesota, 4.5-star play here. And what I like about this game is both these teams have been playing pretty well. Purdue's 13-7 on the year. Minnesota's 12-7 on the year. Neither one of them. They're both 9-9 against the spread with a couple pushes. So neither one of them are teams that you can necessarily depend on night in, night out. But what has been good for Minnesota is home. They're 12-1 at home this year, including beating a really good Michigan team by like $1 billion. And they're 8-4-1 against the spread. So I like Minnesota here, -2.5. I do see that total at 139. I also think the over is probably a solid play, but my better play on this one going to be on Minnesota -2.5. 4.5-star play in that one. So don't forget, if you haven't done so, hit that thumbs up and put in the comments who you like in the comments section. Tell us if you like what I'm giving out, if you like something else, a parlay, teaser, whatever you like for tonight. If even prop bets, I know a lot of you guys like the prop bets, FanDuel, DraftKings, and the others. So make sure you leave in the comments who you like. All right, then we go to my last college hoops play here. We're going to be giving out until we go to the consensus report. And you never know what's going to be on that, of course. USC at Washington. USC big favorite here. Opened at 12. Now it's at 11. A total at 146. And what we've seen in the Pac-12 this year is the road teams have struggled this year, especially to cover spreads. I mean, even though 4-1, USC's 4-1 on the road straight up, they're just 3-2 against the spread. And they're facing a Washington that's not good, 3-14 on the year. But the line came down a point for a reason. Washington, they stick around. It's like teams maybe, they see the record and don't come to play. I think you got to take Washington, crazy enough here. I think you take Washington plus the 11. So that's my last free play. That's a 4-star play. And we'll look directly at the consensus report for our 5th play. And then I'll do a recap here. I know some people join in late, so I'll do a recap and tell you how I like the exact order I would play these games in that I'm giving out. And then, of course, as always, give us that thumbs up and leave in the comments and tell us who you like. Mab loves the Heat tonight. And Camacho likes Minnesota. So a couple in alignment with me. All right, so we go right to the consensus report, and people ask, where can you get the consensus report? You can get the full consensus report. Like right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games up on the consensus report. I just pick one of the better ones that has a bigger consensus, but you can get the full consensus report, picksandparlays.net. Click on the premium picks drop down. Click on consensus there. Less than $2 a day gets you a month of the consensus report, but we have trial options, 3 days and 7 days available for just a few bucks. So make sure you check those out. All right, so I see Purdue, Minnesota's up there. Let's see. But we have a biggest play is actually under the radar game. Weber State versus Montana. We have 4 handicappers 0 on the spread for Montana here. And let me get that exact line where we have this. We see Montana as a 1-point underdog at a total 138. So Montana 4-0. The consensus is on Montana. Let me write that down so I don't forget it. Montana +1. So that's your consensus free play. Like I said, there's several other consensus plays up, but one up on Minnesota. NHL has one up. NBA, there's three up. Sorry. So make sure you get in on that full consensus report and get in on all those consensus plays. And get my best bet while you're over there. Picksandparlays.net/Craig, $14.99. That's $25 off if you use the link that's in the description here or you type that in. All right. Let's see. Camacho also likes Montana, or is he just repeating what I said? So, all right. So here's the recap here. How I like the games for today. I like the Heat -1.5, fading the Rockets until they figure something out. With once John Wall went down with injury, even when he's played, he hasn't looked the same. The team hasn't looked the same. Let's take the Miami Heat that's getting healthy here. I like the Heat -1.5. Then I like Purdue at Minnesota. I like Minnesota -2.5. I just think they've been really good at home, including that impressive win at Michigan. I think it's probably going to get them in the tournament come the end of the year. That's how big it was. And then we go to 4-star play on the under 216.5, Pacers at Pistons. Only reason this isn't a higher play is that Indiana's on that back-to-back, and that always just worries me how their defensive intensity will be early in that game. And then USC at Washington. I like the big underdog, Washington, as a 4-star play as well, +11. And then the consensus play, Montana +1. So, as always, put in the comments who you like. Andre said MIT Simulator was on fire yesterday. Of course, you can get all of our Picks and Parlays experts. MIT Simulator is one of them. Picksandparlays.net. Check out all of our cappers. Of course, you can get my best bet for $25 off today, just $14.99. Picksandparlays.net/Craig. Link is in the description. All right, so have a great Thursday. I don't know about you, but in the Midwest here, I got another snow day for the kids. Another 4 or 5 inches of snow last night. So got to get out there and shovel those driveways. Do it safely. Be careful. No, we don't need any heart attacks out there. And if you're out on the roads, be safe. There's no hurry out there. Everything else can wait. It's more important that you come back safe and sound. So enjoy your snow day if you're in the Midwest. If you're in the South, congratulations. You don't have to deal with the snow for today. So Have a great day. We'll see you again Friday between 10 and 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time is usually when I give out my live plays. So make sure you join us live tomorrow, or if you follow in after the fact. But make sure you give us a thumbs up and you leave in the comments who you like for today.